Hey, it is Monday, everybody. Hey, welcome to The Morning Brew, our little live session from downtown Albuquerque every weekday morning at 7 o'clock right here. Thanks for watching us today. Really nice show lined up for you. We're kind of in a good mood today. Everybody had a decent weekend. Here's our co-host, Erin Muffaletto. Hi, Erin.
Good morning. How are you, Larry?
Fantastic. You were busy over the weekend. We'll talk a little bit about that.
It was a fun weekend. So.
Yeah, so got some headlines for you here in a moment, but we'll tell you who's on the show first of all today. You know, there was a big security hack on the, I guess you'd call it a social website. It's like a Groupon site, LivingSocial.
Yeah, it's similar to Groupon for people who are familiar with Groupon, LivingSocial. And
so only 50 million people got their info compromised.
It's not a lot. Not a big deal.
No big deal. So computer security expert Mark Fidel will be with us here in a few minutes to talk about that and talk about protecting your personal information while you're online. There's some really simple things you can do that most people don't do to protect their info, and Mark will be our first guest today. We have an interesting story. I don't know if you guys have heard about this mission to Mars. It's called Mars One, and they're going to get a bunch of people to go colonize Mars in about 9 or 10 years. It's a real thing, and we'll be talking about that later. Steve Westman will be here. All right, you want to go to Mars?
I'm sure I could send a few people there.
We could. We have Steve Westman along with us today, our Check Your Local IQ segment, and Steve is our man about town, and he's got a new name for his column he wants to announce. So, and we'll have an artist along, and then Cinco de Mayo is coming up, and we have info on a very big production involved with that. That's later in our show. So let's get started for our Monday headlines here on The Morning Brew. And the headlines are brought to you by Tony and Guy Hairdressing Academy. All right, I want to show you a picture of a beautiful diamond here. Look at this beautiful, gorgeous gem that I'm going to put up. Now, there's a big fundraising event. This happened in Tampa, Florida, at the Tampa Women's Club charity event. The idea is simple. For $20, you could buy a flute of champagne and a chance to win a 1-carat, $5,000 diamond. And so what they did was they placed cubic zirconia stones in 399 champagne flutes and a real diamond in one.
Oh, wow.
So everybody's having a great time drinking the champagne. The fundraising's going well. Bottoms up. Well, it turns out that the lady who had the real diamond accidentally swallowed it. 80-year-old Miriam Tucker told news media she didn't want to put her finger in the champagne, so she drank it. And while laughing with the women at the table, she realized it went down the hatch.
Oh, no.
But here's the good part. The dear lady had a colonoscopy scheduled for today. Just happened to have that on the calendar. So she will be, let's just say she'll be reunited with her prized diamond today.
So the good news is she will get her diamond back.
She will get the diamond all cleaned up and ready to go. All right. Speaking of charity
Please clean
events,
it before you decide.
Exactly.
All right.
All right. Couple of charity things over the weekend, and you attended the Warrior Dash.
Warrior Dash, yeah. It was really fun. So I was a little disappointed. It wasn't as strenuous and muddy and dirty as it was last year. They had the Balloon Fiesta Park this year.
Good.
So they had a few restrictions they had to adhere to. But it was a lot of fun. I did it with my friend Vanessa. And oh, here's a picture of us. It's Vanessa Chavez. She's an attorney here in town. And
so what do you do in the Warrior Dash? Why is it called that?
Oh my gosh. So
it's like
you
run
up and down hills, and then it's an obstacle course. It's kind of like Mousetrap for adults.
Oh, okay.
So you're climbing up stuff. You're going through mud and dirt and jumping over fire. It's just kind of a whole array of craziness.
Why do you do this?
It's fun.
Okay.
I like to challenge myself sometimes.
Well, you survived.
I survived, and that's what counts. So.
Okay. Well, good. There were a couple of things over the weekend. You know, we had Brian Colon on last week about the Boston 5K.
Yes.
And the event raised $40,000.
Is that amazing or what?
That's terrific.
That's just so cool.
What a
I
deal.
saw a picture, and I don't know if we have it or not, but it's just a group full of people. It just looks like it was packed. So the community really got together to support this. So
Look at all the stuff that was happening. There was another one, the 14th annual Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk was over the weekend.
yeah, I heard this was the biggest one yet.
Yeah,
So
out at Cottonwood Mall. They just packed the place. The community is really out there supporting events.
it's really great. Even when the economy isn't as great as it could be,
Yeah.
we still have people supporting the community. So
That's fantastic.
It's amazing.
Over the weekend, news came that it's a shopping site. I know Groupon, but I never signed on for.
LivingSocial, it's
Right.
local, get a
Same kind of-
manicure for $10
Yeah,
or
one of those
whatever.
things. Right.
So.
And you get an email and it tells you about the deal.
Right.
So to sign up for LivingSocial, you have to give them some info.
And you can also save your credit card with them as well.
I see.
So,
Well, they got hacked.
yeah, I
And-
got that email. So I was like, oh, great.
Yeah, lovely. Here's the LivingSocial site. This is there's the San Francisco version, but it gives you an idea. Well, they got hacked over the weekend, and some 50 million LivingSocial subscribers had their info compromised. I don't know what. We'll ask our guest here in a few minutes what you need to do. Do you need to call your credit card company or anything like that?
They didn't say anything.
Really?
I mean, they just said, hey, we got hacked, basically. So
So if some guy in Romania is now buying tennis shoes on your account, you'll know, right?
well, when I start getting the calls, we got some suspicious activity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't in Romania this weekend, thanks.
Yeah. So we have that. One other story that's kind of neat. I love this. Let me find it here. You know, we talked last week about El Dentista,
Yes.
the guy that was taking care of people's teeth in his
Out
car.
of his car, right.
I want to give credit to Dr. Gabriel Royval, who stepped up and is helping patients. He's a real dentist and is
Oh.
helping those folks get their teeth fixed. So
That's great.
That was a great thing that Dr. Royval did in Santa Fe. Hey, we are back in a moment. We will talk about computer security with our guest Mark Fidel on the Morning Brew right after this.